married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.
Okay,
Oh my
and
gosh.
we are back.
In it.
Wow.
I'm Tim Smith,
I'm Tommy Schneeman.
the young man. He's back. He had
I'm back.
COVID.
I had COVID-19. And
How was it?
It was rough. People should be
Alarmed?
people should be taking it seriously.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
It was brutal. I
I had a pretty easy time with it. The one time I got out of bed in 7 days, I passed out immediately on the floor. That was a cute look.
yeah, I did once while walking from the couch to my bed have to
Hit the pass out button?
I didn't pass out. I had to sit down on the ground though.
Take an old man breather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like full like I don't know, there's a chair right there too, and I was like I got to go to the floor.
Yeah.
It
Just
was
lay it down. Because the hardwood feels kind of nice because it's cold.
a little cold.
Yeah. Mine was different. My face just bashed against the hardwood. That didn't feel as cute.
Jesus Christ.
Lizzie was scared shitless.
God. Yeah, did you think about going to the hospital?
Of course. I thought I was going to be one of those stories where it's like a healthy 30-something-year-old man died today of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me that face. I'm healthy and 30-something. You shit.
It's like at 30-something, was he healthy? Well,
I mean healthy-ish.
yeah, he looked good.
He looked fine.
Yeah.
His organs were dying.
He was he had a weird sleep schedule.
My sleep schedule has been pretty decent recently.
Yeah, you've been up earlier.
I've been up, out and about. Well, the only reason is because on our street there's been construction for the past month and a half, so every morning at 6 a.m. it's like, beep, beep. I'm like, all right, guess I'll text Tom, see what he's doing.
People are like, Tim, how'd you get your life together? You're like, you got to go construction.
You got to go live in a city that's a lot of street construction.
Yeah, cheers, by the way.
Hey, cheers, friend.
Drinking a little old-fashioned. Oh, that's good.
So you just had all the ingredients? You had a little cherry, just waiting?
Yeah, because as soon as the weather got cold, my family loves old fashions.
Well, yeah,
And,
family's a bunch of booze bags.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, that's how I got COVID. I was drinking with my family all weekend.
At least they have good taste. My mom always sends me drinks and like pictures of stuff. She's like, you got to have this. And it's like Seagram, kiwi, straw. I'm like, Mom,
come on.
you have got to get better taste.
No, yeah. My family got really into whiskey because my brother-in-law, my real one, who
Fuck that dude. Hate that dude.
is inspired by you.
I actually lived with him for a month and a half studying my role.
I did. Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he is like a whiskey head and got my family into it. So thanks, Adam.
Yeah,
for,
appreciate that, Adam. Just a real cute way of saying alcoholic.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. For
Real
sure. A
whiskey
whiskey
head.
head. Some people like sneakers.
You know,
He likes
he drinks a bottle of bourbon every day. He
arguing
just-
with relatives.
Oh, God
no.
damn it.
So we got into that, yeah. So, but anyways, the cherries, why I have them, I just ordered them. They're like the nice maraschino cherries because
But does that make a difference? Is that for you? That's a you thing.
I'll tell you what, eating that cherry at the end of a old fashioned,
Oh,
it's
okay.
great. It's really great.
Because
And
when
it
I took my
helps-
first sip, I wasn't like, oh, these are the good cherries.
No. But they are. And I know that, and that's important to me.
I was like, yeah, so it's for you.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
My parents always have. They kind of ruined like shitty drinks for me.
Because they just pump and you go full of
Like,
the goods?
Yeah, if I go home, it's like we're drinking like nice whiskey. They have all the good stuff. They like we'll go like crushed old or like like brown sugar cubes, like what
Sure.
like old timey cocktail bars will do.
Sure, back in the Old West
Yeah.
or whatever.
That's where we live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's only up for me because every time I go home, the nicest thing is she's like, you ever had a Bud Light Lime?
Oh no.
I'm like, Mom, will you stop it?
Your parents drink beer?
No, not really.
Oh.
They're more wine people.
That's the
I've never seen
right
my
move.
dad drunk ever.
Really?
Not one time.
Wow.
He's always like, he's like, I got to stay alert. I'm like, what happened? What do you mean you have to stay alert?
I got to protect the house.
Yeah, I'm like, Dad, it'll be fine. Have a second glass of wine.
Oh, incredible.
God bless him.
Where's that? I wish we had that sign that said, I wish my dad would quit drinking. 'Cause
I wish my dad would start drinking.
yeah.
I want to see what he's
We
like
need to
as a
get our
drunk.
dads together. My dad likes, so he's like 5'7", and any of his friends that are bigger than him, he likes like trying to mess with them.
Just plow him with whiskey.
He'll like punch his bigger friends to like he thinks he's like being tough.
Oh, it's a little man syndrome.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So if
Boy, that's the definition.
yeah. Like,
oh, wait,
not even
going.
just an attitude thing. It's like a physical thing.
He's like, I'm gonna fist fight my good friend tonight.
Yeah.
I got little man syndrome the other night at boy, we went to the shittiest 3 a.m. bar. Sweet Tim, you know.
Chicago?
What's that bar that you just shouldn't be at? Big City
Big
Tap.
City Tap. Big Shitty.
Don't know why we're there. You know, it's Uncle Matt's goodbye weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Our good friend Matt Kennedy moving to Boston. R.I.P. Matt.
Good
And we're
riddance.
there, and we're pretty tuned up. It's after Room 13.
Yeah.
A little show. We're going there, and I'm a little tuned up, and it's 3 a.m. And I just bumped into this little guy. He's about 5'2". I got punched in the face about 4 times.
Oh, he got little man syndrome.
Oh, I got little man syndrome.
Well, I mean, you were the victim of it.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
I
you
bumped
felt
into
it.
this guy, and then I'm like getting punched in the face.
Wow.
It was wild. And I got tackled by some big guy, and
A bouncer or a friend?
no, I didn't get tackled by a friend.
No, I mean not your friend, his friend.
His friend.
You just got ganged up on.
Out of nowhere.
Did you just bump into him, or did you say so?
That's what Jeff said. To be honest, I was in and out.
I was like, why did Jeff have to say it?
So,
oh, boy.
but
did you get any punches in?
I have a little something on my finger.
Oh, so you threw one.
I must have been throwing something around, but
wow.
I got tackled. We got up. I was very confused as to why this happened. Because any other time I've gotten punched in the face, I'm like, I kind of had that one coming.
Did you have any
No.
black eyes or anything?
No, I mean, he's a little man. He
All
was,
Little guys can punch.
it was like getting hit with like a strong wind.
And then you got tackled by
And then
a
I got
large
tackled
man.
by a large man.
Yeah, wait, let me make sure this is still recording. This is stressing me out. Folks, by the way, this is the first one that we've recorded not at the People of Comedy studio. And no, we're still going.
So,
this is good.
Yeah, that would have stunk because I was just really
I mean, that was heat.
spinning some yarn right there.
Yeah.
Tom.
God. Yeah, and you did you get kicked out? Did
No.
he get kicked out?
No one got kicked out.
Man,
Everybody
that
just
bar
went back
really
to the
is
bar.
dog shit.
They don't give a shit at all. They all just kind of looked at us like, "Are you done?
You guys,
Anybody
you,
need a Miller Lite?"
you have an open tab still.
Yeah. Well, me and Matt had to go back the next day and close our tabs. That was
Oh.
a tough look.
So you really did have a open tab. That's That's kind of a fun move though. It's kind of a sitcom morning where you're like, I didn't.
Well,
close
it's
out my
fun at
tab.
24.
Yeah.
34 is a different feel.
Yeah.
Because we walked in, even the bartender was like, "Fellas,
Get it together.
let's pull it together.
Come on,
a
you
little
guys.
bit." But it was, we were saying goodbye to Matt. He wanted to turn one in. That weekend really got out of hand quickly, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had severe FOMO. I was in my bed.
It's I kind of wish I wasn't there for a lot of it. It was, I mean, at one point it was the Playboy Mansion in our apartment. It was people were hooking up in the stairwell, on the
Man.
balcony, it was wild.
We have
It was a tough weekend.
man. We gotta get past that. You can't be hooking up at a stranger's apartment. I don't know why I'm saying this to you.
I was like, I live there.
Yeah, it's your apartment and you're engaged.
Oh yeah.
You're allowed to hook up.
We weren't
there.
hooking up. We were looking around like, these are the people we choose to have in our
Man,
lives.
on your couch,
Tough look.
stairwell.
Tough look.
That's public. You don't have a private nice little getaway stairwell.
You didn't have to say nice little getaway like that.
It's not your neighbor's door is right there.
Correct.
Yeah, because you're poor is what I was saying.
Yeah, I fully understood the vibe of what you were saying, Tom.
Oh, he's not
Jesus
poor. He's
Christ.
wealthy, you guys.
Not all of us can
Um,
have I don't know what the fuck any of this is.
No, this is a random assortment of things I put together 40 minutes before we decided
This is
to
like
record
the classic college move right
Yeah.
here.
It's like, let's show off all the booze we've ever bought.
Yeah. Don't worry. When they go empty, just put them on the top of your cabinets. Finish the whole lookout, Tom.
Do have a couple out there.
Do you
Damn
really?
it. There's at least one.
Oh boy,
That's a rough look.
it's not great.
But
Anywho, so
one
that
time-
weekend was,
When I was thinking, closing out tab. One time, you ever been to Burton's place in Old
No.
Town? Okay. 4
Wait,
a.m.
where is it?
5 a.m. bar. Old Town.
no.
I hate you. Old Town. It's in, central Chicago, down the street from Zany's. Have you ever been there?
Is Burton's?
Burton's place.
Still no.
Ah, damn. Thought I was going to get you there. 5 a.m. bar, 4 a.m. bar, something like that. I go there on a Friday and whatever. Have a fun time. I used to live right there. Saturday, I had friends in town. They loved it so much. It is the most fun bar. They wanted to go back again. So we go back there, and we go in there, and we order drinks. And I'm ordering a drink, and I take out my wallet. I go, fuck, I don't have my credit card. And then I turn to the bartender. I go, do you have a tab open for Schneemann?
Huge.
And he goes, yep. And I was like,
Can we just-
unbelievable.
Can we
it
just
was
keep
like
that rolling. That'd be
for some
great.
reason, I bought a round of drinks because I was excited.
Well, yeah.
It's like-
It's like everything worked out.
yeah, it was amazing.
I went from degenerate to a guy that
Planned
planned
ahead.
everything out. Yeah.
I was like, hey guys, don't worry, I got a tab
got a
open
tab
already.
of from 3 weeks ago. It's all good,
It
guys.
was incredible. That was a real sitcom moment. That was fun.
That's a good move, though.
Yeah,
I got to stop going to bars.
I know.
I
They're
never
not-
have fun anymore.
Well, I do, but
I mean, not at 3A.
yeah, no. I mean, it's
It's time to pack
it's
it up.
hack to say it. It's parent hack to say it, but
Nothing
not a
good.
lot of great things
It's like,
happen.
you want to get
after
punched
2
by a
a.m.
4'11" man?
Yeah,
Go to a bar at 3 a.m.
and you can't even learn a lesson from that punch.
No.
because you don't know what you did wrong.
I don't know what I did. Jeff said the guy was like, he fucking bumped into my boy, dude. Don't fucking bump into
What
my
a
short
zero!
friend. Yeah, it was. We were all like, you know what? Let's just.
No one starts fights like that anymore.
No, it was. I
Hey,
mean,
dude, you bumped me.
yeah, that was like 19 years old the last time that happened.
Yeah, and in the 90s. Like, I don't think that's even acceptable for current 19-year-olds.
No.
I think that too many movies did that fight.
Yeah.
like, you
It's-
can't. That's a hack way to start a fight.
That's what I was telling him. Mid getting punched in the face. I was like, dude, this is so unoriginal.
Hey, bud, this is played out.
Fucking
Why
try
don't you
something
write
else.
something and
He
come
did have a
back?
face tattoo though, so that was a fun look.
Ooh.
When you walk into a bar and there's a guy with a face tattoo, leave the bar.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of
'Cause-
bar you need to be in.
Because guess what?
They're gonna punch you in the face.
You're going to end up getting punched in the face by that guy. Although, tattoos now are... Everyone's got them.
Yeah, but not on your face.
Yeah, as I said that, I was like, they
Not
were located
your
on his face.
No.
Yeah.
Look, if he had a little heart with a mom with an arrow through it, okay.
Mm-hmm.
On the face, pull it together.
That on the face would be rough.
Yeah, I mean, a tattoo on your face doesn't make you 5'4". You're still 5 feet tall, my friend.
5'4" that would have got rid of the little man
I
syndrome.
mean, hey, give him anything, dude. Each tattoo on the face gives you 2 inches, Tom.
Oh man, I can't believe you got punched in the face. I haven't been punched in the face since college.
Why did you get punched in the face?
It was actually an accident.
Yeah. I was like, what on earth?
I was
did you
trying
do?
to break up a fight, and the dude just
fellas.
clocked me.
Yeah, I could see that.
God,
I couldn't see young Tom really getting
no.
after it.
No, I've thrown like one punch in real life. I've thrown punches in like hockey, but in real life, only one punch.
Did you land?
Yeah, but it's way harder to really connect a punch than you think.
Well, it's like that thing when people are like, I'm going to buy a gun to protect myself. But it's like, no, you have to be really trained
Yeah.
with that gun. Because when the
Yeah.
moment arises and everything's going crazy, you're just swinging.
Yeah, you're gonna whip out a handgun from under your bed
Shoot
and
your friend. It's,
Yeah.
no.
no chance.
It's like you kind of have to be fighting people to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think the only punch I really ever threw, it connected with his ear more than anything. It was
Wait,
like-
what movie was that when he got punched in the ear? He's like, you fucking punched me in the ear. Oh, it's
Oh.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
It's what you hit me in the ear. It's exactly like that.
Mine probably didn't hurt a ton.
Probably not. It was
It's
one of
more of
those
an
things where it was
emotional
like, that sucked.
It's like, what are you doing?
Quit it, Tom.
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
He just little brothers
stop.
your head. Stop it, Tom.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
How's the office treating you, Tom? Tom's back in the office.
I'm back in the office.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, the weirdest part is the commute. I'm taking the train again.
Oh, you
And-
can see all the dead faces on the
Yeah.
train.
It's like, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's only been 2 days, so check back in next week, but it's been kind of fun. You forget like how much, just the train part, like you forget like how much it's very cog in the wheel.
Sure.
Like everyone's just, no one looks at anyone.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't matter if there's 3 people on the train or 100.
Mm-mm.
Like no one looks at anyone. And today,
The despair on the train is also pretty thick.
Yeah.
You can sense it really hardcore when you get on the train.
And one thing I remember I'm excited to check later in the week is later in the week it gets more. You can feel it more because there's more people that are hungover.
Sure.
People get a little more aggressive on a Wednesday, Thursday. The Friday morning train can be a sad place.
It's a brutal look.
But today, my favorite character on the train today was like, I get on, my AirPods die immediately. Forgot to charge them, so I don't have headphones. And I should have kept them in. The second I took them out, and I noticed I'm the only person without headphones in, and I felt like a loser.
Well, yeah.
I was like, oh, everyone's thinking it.
Oh, everyone charged their AirPods but me.
When like everyone's looking at me like, what is this moron doing
Yeah.
without headphones? But they probably weren't. But
I don't know. It's
That's where
probably
my
the
brain
equivalent
goes.
to like the one guy that when everyone's looking at their phone, you're like the one guy reading a book. They were probably
I
like,
did write in my
this guy's,
notebook.
yeah,
once.
they were probably like, this guy's pretty thoughtful.
Man, is this guy an artist?
Yeah, he's like soaking the world in right now. Listen to me. I'm just listening to MGMT.
I'm writing shit about all of them too.
Yeah, this bald guy looks like shit over here.
I'm listening to MGMT. That's a great commute band, actually.
There's no such thing as a good commute band because you're on the commute.
Yeah. But my favorite character today is I'm going no headphones, and I hear that Christmas song. Christmas early. It's the song that's like, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Ring a ling a ling ding dong
Sure.
ding. I'm sitting there and I hear like the high pitch ring a ling a ling ding dong ding, and I was like, who is? And I just look over and there's a woman who's like probably around my age, looks put together, and she is blasting that song in her headphones.
I absolutely love that.
And kind of like bobbing her head a little bit.
That's the best.
I was like, you're the happiest person in the world.
People need anything to stay positive when they're on the train going to
True.
work.
Yeah, she started Christmas music November
She's like,
1st.
fuck it. I have to have this right now.
But it wasn't even that's like gift shop Christmas music.
Mhm.
It's not like
Do you ever like
Your
get
go-to.
nervous about when you're listening to music? If somebody was like stopped you randomly and was like, "Hey, what are you listening to?"
absolutely.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah.
I always
I
think
would
about
probably
what
lie.
band I would say.
Yeah. What would you go with?
Well, now that you ask me, that clearly is a
You
lie I
always
just
think
told.
about it.
I think about it all the time. Oh, really, Tim? What is it? Probably MGMT.
Yeah, that's like, do you know another band?
I don't. Who would I tell? Because I'm always like, it has to be hip, but not like over the top hip.
Yeah.
And no one's ever even come close to ask me what I'm listening to.
Now I'm starting to kind of sweat thinking about it.
Well, it was the other day. I'm walking around listening to the Marshall Mathers LP at like 8 in the morning, and there's kids around. I'm like, all right, if somebody asks me I can't go Marshall Mathers LP.
Like one of their parents is gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
What are you blasting in your headphones?"
Sir, that clearly just woke up and is wearing sandals at 48-degree weather.
Also, don't poop anywhere near my child's school.
Boy, still can't get over that.
Oh boy.
I can't tell you how many people have come up and like, hey, did that really happen?
Did you actually poop outside of? And you're like, "No, I made that up.
No, it was a big goof.
I wanted everyone to think I did,
So it's
but
just
I didn't
kidding.
actually do it."
They're just kidding.
God. I don't know what I would say. I would probably panic and say Bruce Springsteen.
See, that's pretty deep. No one's gonna be upset.
Yeah.
All
This is
right,
like a decent chance.
I'll go Tom Petty from here on out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, especially Petty's dead now too.
And everybody
Literally, no one can.
everybody's gonna go, oh, nice,
Damn.
Petty.
I don't listen to Petty enough. People would probably listen to him after
Yeah,
that.
somebody be like, you know what? He does have a couple of heaters.
He has a couple good songs. Yeah.
Petty, R.I.P. dude.
Damn. Not as good as Springsteen still. I don't care.
Oh boy.
I know.
Oh,
All right.
good thing Lizzie doesn't listen to the podcast.
I just had to say that in case my dad listens to it.
Well,
Sorry,
Lizzie
Dad.
certainly doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause she'll be upset.
Sorry, Liz.
Big Petty head.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else did I do before shows? Threw up 3 times before a show at Zanny's yesterday. Or 2 days ago.
What?
I don't know. You know when you're like, when you throw up and your body kind of knows you're gonna do it before you do, so you just gravitate to the toilet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You get the feeling.
Well, I didn't really think I was gonna throw up, but for some reason I was like, I should probably be near a toilet.
And you like. So then it was like an impulse throw up, or not an impulse. But
I think
like a,
right when I saw the toilet,
you're
it
like,
was
yeah,
it was
it's
puke
exit
time.
I get that feeling with poop.
Yeah, poop will do it. But
you
three
threw up
big
3 times.
host was on stage.
You threw up at Zany's.
Yeah, in the upstairs toilet.
Dude.
I'm listening to the host. I have like 4 minutes left until I'm up. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Couple of huge pukes. Run down. The headliner's like, dude, you don't have to go up. And I'm like doing like I'm Rocky.
Yeah,
I'm like,
this is your Jordan
yeah.
Jordan flu game. He's like, hey man, it doesn't matter.
It's like, I mean, your set sucks anyway.
Yeah,
like,
there's
don't worry about
13
it.
comics here that would love to take your spot.
I'll do it.
They need it.
I need this shit.
They paid for Tim Smith. They're gonna get Tim Smith.
The feature. But it went down, and it's like when you get on stage, all the shittiness goes away, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm kind of having fun
You felt
right
fine?
now. Yeah, and then right when I got off stage, I was like, oh god, I went upstairs and took a nap in the green room.
Jesus Christ, food poisoning?
I don't know what it was. I felt fine, ate Popeyes, and look, I would never blame Popeyes for anything. I am an absolute huge proponent of Popeyes. I would never in my life. The best chicken sandwich in existence. I will never say anything bad about them. But I did puke a lot shortly after eating it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was Brutes Magoots. I was up there just with throw-up breath.
Was the headliner in the green room?
Mm-hmm.
Did he hear you?
I mean, absolutely he did. You know how small that area
He's like,
is.
hey, dude, are you good?
Yeah, I mean, and I walked out, and he was just kind of like, sup, dude?
And you're like, pre-show jitters.
You ready to do this thing? We're going to be speaking into the same microphone, by the way.
You got any gum? Do you have a toothbrush by any chance?
Oh, now that you say that, he was like, do you use any of that mouthwash? I was like, nah, it didn't really taste that bad. I didn't even think about that until right now.
Dude, he's telling you to use the mouthwash.
No, I know that now,
That's what
Tom.
that was.
But I was like, no, I'm great, though. I'm going to run downstairs.
No, appreciate you thinking about it.
Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
He was like, please, I have to use the microphone after you. I was like, you'll be fine.
No, you were like, nah, I'll be fine.
No, this is about me.
I'm good, actually.
God damn it.
They're
Well,
waiting for me down there. So.
sorry, headliner.
Oh, boy.
Just
Dude,
into a pukey microphone for an hour.
I got a little rattled on stage this weekend. I got a little heckled for the first time in a long time.
A real heckle or somebody trying to help heckle?
No, not a positive heckle. I can deal with a positive
Kind of a boo,
heckle.
you stink?
I got you're not the person we came to see.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was in Royal Oak, Michigan.
What's the comeback there?
Killer shows all weekend, by the way. Great time. Rocky Laporte headlining, one of the funniest people I've ever seen. Really was dying. I'm going to tell one of his street jokes also. At the end, he does street jokes to take. He goes, these are some take-home jokes for you. And they're
Rocky
killer.
rips.
I'm going to do one of them. But he's incredible. Shows were fun. Friday, like 180 people at each show.
Sure.
Juiced.
Yeah.
Super fun time.
The juice is loose, yeah.
Saturday, they're like, we got like $250 for each show. I'm like, oh, this is going to be
How'd you like that whistle, by the way?
the night of my life. That was the loosest whistle I've ever heard. It sounded like you were actually trying to do like a wind sound effect. I was like, it wasn't windy there.
Yeah, that's like when the newspaper blows up on somebody's foot. It's
You're like, we were out in Kansas.
Boy, that was a really stinky whistle. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, I can't whistle. Well, cool, Tom.
Man, I just buried you
Hold
with
on.
that whistle. Weak as fuck.
Still a little air.
Weak as hell.
There we go.
That was all right.
All right. What are we doing? Anywho, so somebody told you sucked ass.
Yeah, basically. So Saturday, I'm thinking the shows are going to be great. Host gets up there, eats one. Sorry if you listen. But it was just a rough.
Without being specific, what was his name?
Jason.
Jason.
Jason Gillerin, and he did a good job the rest of the weekend. But that was a tight show. And he was Jay, my guy Jay, JG, his wife Robin did a guestie. She was great. They were fun. They were a fun time. Saturday was rough. It was just they were tight. I get out there though, still cocky.
Of course, that's the
I'm like,
that's
man,
the
he had kind of a rough
heel.
one, but
Yeah.
I'll get him.
He comes off stage. You're like, hey man, they were kind of weird.
Yeah.
Check this shit out.
I was like, you're gonna want to go out there.
You're gonna want to stick around for this.
Sit in the audience. Yeah, and I opened with like I was kind of switching up what I was opening with. I was having some fun because it was just a hot room. That one I was like, I'm opening with some hits. We're gonna,
Of course.
and they were kind of tight. Wasn't really going. I went vaccine joke a little early.
Ruh-roh.
And in Michigan, there is a chance there's gonna be some anti-vaxxers, that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
But the vaccine jokes were hitting on Friday, so I was like, it's gonna be fine. And the first line is like, I met a guy who fully doesn't believe in COVID. And I hear from the left side, I go, he thinks COVID never happened. And I hear, well, it didn't.
Uh-oh.
And I ignore it, and I go, like, not like slightly to the right, he thinks it was a complete hoax. And I hear, well, it was a hoax. And this time she's like kind of yelling it.
Oh, it's a she.
Yeah. And she like kind of yelled the second one. But
Now you
the
have
headliner,
to address it.
I had talked to the headliner on if he wanted me to do crowd work at all, and he asked me not to.
Sure.
So I'm like, just do your job, get through it. It's one joke that's controversial, and we'll be fine. And I say like one more line, and her and her boyfriend start talking out loud about it. Like, it is a hoax. Why is he talking about this? All this. And I was like, ugh, and I'm trying to say it, and I get to a punchline.
Oh, no.
And I try to just be like, I'm going to say the punchline, and I'm going to try to get the rest of the room. Punchline falls flat.
Yeah.
Like hard. And then I turn to her and I go, so you think it's a hoax? And she goes, it is a hoax. And the whole crowd, to their credit, groans.
There we go.
And so I say, like, great, like, glad we all know who not to fuck. Or
Sure.
something like along those lines.
Classic line.
And yeah, exactly. It was like, that's worked before. It to be fair, like, it hits. Like, people around her are laughing at her. She stands up and goes to leave. And I was like, I don't want to alienate you, whatever, but it's like, just, it's a dumb joke. It's a joke about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a dumb joke. And she goes, well, you're not even the person we came to see. And she, like, yells it. And she said it quick.
Yeah.
And it kind of hit
That was in the holster.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, yeah. And, like, the crowd,
They were all like, actually,
kinda
that we agree with.
yeah, they kind of, like, turned and looked at me like, uh-huh.
What's his rebuttal?
And I was like, ouch. That's all. I was like,
Tom. Boy, that's not going to get it done.
oh, it sucked. And then I just turned to her boyfriend. I go, are you also having a bad time? And he was like, crossing his arms, and he goes, whatever, dude, or something like that.
God.
And I was like, man, tough front row here.
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
is tough.
floundering. I mean, it's quiet for a
Boy,
little
they
bit.
drove in from their treehouse just to bury Tom on
They
stage.
destroyed me. It took me about, that was probably at minute 8. It took me about till minute 15 to get to get them like back.
That's a long 7.
Whew, it was, and I was burning through material. I mean, I'm throwing anything at them, and it's just not working. And then I finally, like, towards the end, like my second to last joke, the boyfriend she's gone. She left the room. She didn't watch the rest of my set.
Seems like a fun gal.
Yeah, she seemed great. The boyfriend is sitting there with his arms crossed, and I say something that gets my biggest laugh so far, and he goes, "That's pretty good." And I was like, "Fuck!" I wanted to scream at this guy.
That's pretty good.
And I just ignored him. I got off stage, and Rocky, the second I get backstage, he goes, "Well, they were kind of talking to you, huh?" I was like, God damn it.
They got a little chatty, didn't they?
Immediately apologized to him, and he was like, no. He goes out there, destroys for an
Yep.
hour.
Well, that's who
was-
they came here to see, Tom.
Yeah. One of the first times in a long time where I like got off stage sweating and like,
Was it sweating down your back?
oh yeah, and I had like I felt like my face was like bright red. I was like, man, I was going through it out there.
Oh God,
It
damn
was
it.
rough.
That's
but
fun.
yeah.
I had one of those guys at the. I have some joke where I'm like Bernie, or I say something about Bernie Bros.
Yeah.
And there was some guy in the front row, so I went to pound his fist, and he crossed his arms, and he was like, "No."
Ugh.
And I was like, "Oof." Like, just by the way you said that, I know what you're all about.
Because you said Bernie Bro or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, I could not be affiliated with Bernie Bros in
Yeah,
this
like
dark
any
room.
normal human being is just going to be
Right.
like, yeah, sure,
Doesn't matter if you
guy."
voted for the devil.
Yeah, yeah, I don't care. He
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck you, dude." And then someone just out of nowhere goes, "He's from Ohio."
How did they know?
I don't know.
Was it Bernie or this guy?
No, this fucking guy. It
What
was,
the hell?
I don't know. He was all upset. He had his arms crossed the whole time.
Oh, man.
I was like, my guy, Loosen up.
I mean, that's.
I am going to eviscerate you for the next 3 to 4 minutes, but after that, let's have some
Did
fun.
you go at him?
Of course.
Ah, that's fun.
Couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I'm in downtown Chicago.
was
Everyone's
he
on
wearing?
my side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't Royal Oak, Michigan.
Yeah. I think that was part of it. That's like I'm in their territory.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was sweating so much because I was like, I don't know what the rest of the room thinks.
Yeah, like, don't bring your liberal shit in here.
Right. Whoop.
With your cute
Go back
hair.
Yeah, like if you're in Chicago and someone's an anti-vaxxer, I mean, you can
tee off on them.
could do 20 on them.
Yeah, and everybody's on board.
There, I was like, if I go at her, I might. I mean, the club management might be like, hey, dude,
Hey, you ruined the whole show.
that's my sister.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But afterwards, it was nice. The manager there was like, she sucked.
I mean,
Thank God.
she stormed off the moment she didn't like something.
I know, but they have all sorts of regulars there. There was a couple that was making out during my set for like most of it. That's what my comedy does, folks. And no, it was like before I even told my first joke, they were making out. And I was like, oh my God.
That's just a line of thinking I'll never truly understand.
Yeah.
When they're like, why buy tickets?
Right. I mean, it's clearly I guessed after the show, I was like, it's one of two things. It's a date that they're not supposed to be on.
Date they're not supposed to be on. Oh,
it's an
they're
affair or
sneaking
something.
around?
Yeah. Could be an affair. 'Cause it was just too.
You go park in a dark alley if it's an affair and fuck in the back seat.
Yeah, but they were probably in their 40s. So you feel like you need to do something classier or like a date.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to fuck in my Honda Civic?
Yeah, they're not doing that.
No.
Even in Royal Oak.
Yeah, they're like, let's go frown at a 25-year-old trying to be funny.
So, yeah, at one point I just kind of looked at them for like an extended period of time, and they looked back at me, and I was like, huh. And they were like happy as hell. They were just
Yeah, they're just
right
not
back at me.
phased at all.
Yeah.
He's currently fingering her,
Oh,
not
yeah.
even under a table. And he's like, dude, just, keep going.
He's like, we're loving this, dude.
This is great.
You're killing.
She's sopping wet right now.
Yeah. Oh, gross. I'm sorry to my family. She was, though. No, and after the show, I tell the door guy, I'm like, did you see that couple really going at it? He's like, they come here all the time.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
what?
awesome.
That's their thing.
I'm less mad at it now.
Oh, for sure. I was like, I'm
Oh.
glad I didn't make fun of them. They
My
were regulars.
God. You want to go to the comedy club and just
Make
kinda
out?
fuck?
Let's get a sitter.
Let's get a sitter. They get the young man Tom Schnees featuring. Let's see
Yeah.
what he's up to.
They're probably big Rocky fans. Yeah, it was wild to see. It was like a sensual makeout too. I was excited.
I don't know. Making out is
No, still a crazy move.
the most. Making out is more intimate than having sex. You're gonna make out in the
Whoa.
front row
In
of
public for sure.
In
yeah.
public.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, really
Yeah.
getting in there.
Yeah, that's it was like I mean, they were turned sideways. Like also
Not
there's
even paying
people
attention. Yeah.
It's a comedy club. There's people 3 feet from them on either side.
I love it.
They're not like hiding in the back. This was visible from stage.
It's maraschino cherry time, Tom.
Oh, give it a shot. Oh,
If
the
I
ice,
can get
ice
this
cube's
ice
gonna,
cube-
just grab it with your finger.
Look at that. Here's a class.
It's gonna be great.
All right.
I was trying to think something
this
else
is the
crazy
big-
happened there.
I mean, making out. So Lizzie had a friend in town.
Yeah.
You know, with all of our scumbag friends, that's like tossing a live chicken into an alligator pit.
Yeah.
I mean, these boys were
We got a lot of single drunk friends.
these boys were competing all weekend.
Oh my god.
It was truly hilarious. It's just like watching a horse race the whole time.
It's like, why do you think The Bachelor is such a hit?
Boy, actually, I kind of get it now.
It's the exact same thing.
But I got to watch it live,
Uh-huh.
and boy, she was calling the shots. She's enough of you.
Next.
Everybody's coming up. Who's your friend? I'm like, wait in line, pal.
Everyone was asking you.
Oh, dude, every comic. We went to the Lincoln line. Who's that? I'm like, buddy, you don't have a chance. They're like, just tell her. I
It
think
kind of
she's
sounds
cute.
like they might have had a chance.
They didn't.
Okay.
They didn't. But boy, the dogs were barking that weekend. They come out of the woodwork. These scumbags we're friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get a little smooch.
And we don't want to name names.
We don't want to name names.
No.
Everybody's trying to smooch, but it's
Yeah.
like, fellas, take it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Get off of my stairwell.
Oh, public. Not a little nice getaway. Not a nice porch.
I mean, Tom,
In a nicer apartment.
it's a very nice porch. You come at my lifestyle
We've had
one
some
more
fun
time,
times
Tom?
there. No, it's just that specific thing. I don't know why I keep bringing that up. I just am picturing your neighbors exiting that door
And we're like, hey,
and
Jackie.
having exactly.
Sorry.
These two grown adults are making out.
They think they're pretty cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you're just trying to take the trash out, but
Yeah. No, it was a pretty wild look, but
that is fun though.
good weekend.
It's good to live a little bit.
We're having,
Yeah.
we're doing it.
Oh boy, I forgot. Last thing about Michigan. This was kind of crazy. This is gonna sound like I'm bragging, so I kind of don't want to.
Well, I mean, you already kind of walked the plank, Tom.
It's
just
like
say
small town people. Like I love small town. Like it's amazing. Going to a bar after a show in a small town is one of the best things of all time.
Yeah, because they all buy you drinks.
You're literally a celebrity. I had people taking. There's a woman who took a selfie with me, and then I watched her put a caption on it on Instagram. It was just my name and my Instagram handle, but she didn't actually tag me. She just wrote it down, and then she just saved the picture and closed it. And I go, "What was all that?" And she's like, "Well, you're gonna be really famous, like probably soon." And I want to have the picture saved.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on to that for a while.
Yeah. So she clearly has an eye for talent.
Right. And an experience with all these famous comics that she's got stored in her phone. I was like, has that ever worked?
She's like, mm-mm.
No.
So this group of girls took a picture with me after Zany's, and they did the thing. And then, I felt cool. And then they looked at it, and they were like, oh, that one sucked. And she deleted it. And then they didn't ask me to take another
In
one.
front of you? She deleted
I was like, so you
it?
guys want to get like another? And they're like, no. I was like,
Oh,
okay.
damn. She saw you in the picture, and she's like, man, he doesn't look that great in pictures.
Jesus Christ. He's much older than I thought he was. When he's not telling jokes, he's an old sack of shit.
Boy, is that true? I mean, that's the shitty pressure of meeting those people afterwards.
Because they want you to be funny.
Oh, my God. I'm like, that
was all I
I don't
had.
have more than 20, I'll
Right
tell you
there,
that.
yeah. I got 25 minutes of funny things I can say.
One of the people that was at the show came up to me and said, wait, tell me like your favorite joke. But not one that I've heard already. And I go, I'll tell you what, if I had a favorite joke, I told it
I
tonight.
told it on stage.
You watched me tell it about an hour ago.
Boy, really putting you on the spot.
I mean, they were like so fun, but like it was really, it was kind of crazy. The craziest thing though, this is what I meant to bring up. This lady is like just this.
Uh-oh.
It was a lady that
Ruh-roh.
she was probably the hot girl in high school. And I don't think she was wearing this, but in my memory, she's wearing two tank tops, like the double. Remember the double tank top hot girl high school look?
Like an Abercrombie and Fitch kind of a situation.
Two of them over like jeans that have maybe like a bedazzled butt.
Yeah.
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 That's what she's wearing in my head. I don't remember what she was
Just
wearing.
a homecoming queen sash.
Yes. Bleached like highlights.
Yeah.
You know, but she's 42 at this point.
Yeah.
And not looking the best.
It's a tough 42.
It's like, I'm like, stop trying to look like you're in high school.
Weathered.
Yeah, weathered. And her husband is like this big, looks like he drives a tractor kind of guy. Comes up to me, the worst smoker's voice I've ever heard. And he's just like, you had a good show. You want me to buy you a drink, anything like that? I'm like, Jesus Christ. They buy me around, and his wife literally will not let go of my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Is like holding on to my sweatshirt.
Dude, you know what's weird is the husbands all kind of let the flirting happen.
That's where this is going.
They all kind of know.
It was too much. Like, she was, like, I couldn't exit.
Can I dump a splash of something in here?
Let's
not get the
one of these guys.
Let's not get the old
this or do
whatever.
bullet. Yeah.
They all kind of get it.
Yeah. So she's like, she's doing too much, and I'm trying to, the drink they bought me. I feel rude leaving while I'm still drinking the drink they bought me. So I drink the beer with them, and then I'm like, I gotta go back to my friends. These are not my friends. These are people that I met. It's the other comics on the show. So I've known them for a day, and I'm like, I gotta go back to my really good close friends over there.
You just chug the drink, and you're like, I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And they follow me.
I will not be enjoying this with other people.
The wife follows me. The husband does not.
Of course.
She
Well, the
sits-
husband, I already know what the husband does. She comes with, the husband stays over there with his boys, but they all kind of keep looking at you.
They're staring at me.
Yeah.
And I feel so uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm going to get murdered.
Yeah, no,
For
they're not
sure.
going to murder you. They just want, the wife can go have fun, but they're keeping an eye on you. Tom.
Yep.
We went to a bar. We had a New Year's Eve show. Went to a bar called D's Nuts after. That was the only
Where?
bar in town.
In Chicago?
It was in, where was it? Wisconsin,
Oh.
Michigan, something. Spencer,
Different states.
Wisconsin, something. Small town, shit town.
Memorable night.
Memorable night. Actually, the show was pretty killer. And exact same thing. We go to the bar. Everyone's there. They're all buying us drinks. All the ladies are, doing their thing. And all the husbands are just kind of like bowed up at the bar.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, I rushed for 200 a game in high school. And I'm like, yeah, but
Man.
you're 53 years old,
Yeah.
sir. And he's like, yeah.
That
but
is
this-
what won her over, though.
What? Oh, for sure.
Those 200 yards.
Absolutely. And the
Yeah.
thing is, like, the husbands, in a way, kind of want you to fuck their wives a little bit.
So that's the end of this story.
Oh, yes.
I didn't fuck her with his wife. No. But
I was like,
he
shit, you
came
were worried
up
about
to
what
me.
I said with your family earlier?
But
They're going to be
that's-
real pissed about that, Tom.
He comes up to me,
No.
and I'm trying to go to the bathroom, and he catches me on the way back. He goes, hey, man,
why you got your
sorry
dick
about
out?"
her." She's walking out of the bathroom, like, putting her second tank top back on.
Yeah.
It might have been 3 tank tops. He catches me and he goes, hey, man, sorry about her. Sorry, she's latching on. This is a big, it's a fun weekend, And I was like, yeah, man, no problem. He goes, honestly, you could take her home if you want. And I go, I'm all right, man. But and I laughed it off, and he kind of laughed it off, but I got the vibe that I was like, man, I think you're kind of serious.
Oh, he was 100% serious.
Yeah, and we kind of I slapped him on the back, and I was like, oh, man, dude, you're crazy.
You're
And he was like,
wild,
yeah,
Clark.
Yeah. I was like, gee, I'm leaving. It was aggressive.
And
They're
he has
just playing
to look back at her
AC/DC
like,
so
it
loud.
didn't work.
Yeah.
He's not into it.
He's not in, sorry.
It's wild.
You're stuck with old Bill tonight.
Yeah, they all kind of want it, and they're all on the same page.
It's very weird.
They're all on the same page.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of doing like those kind of shows with a guy like Pat Bulldog, who's just a hot, tall guy, because they're all over Pat, and I just get to hang out and watch.
You still get the free drinks.
I
They
get the free
absolutely
drinks,
still buy
but
you the
no
drinks.
one's trying to fuck Sweet Tim Smith.
You get hit on after shows.
Tom.
Not much. Sorry to expose you like this.
I
on
mean,
air.
there's a part of me that's like, it's a relief, and then there's another part of me that's like, I mean, once or twice wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, hey guys, why don't you call in if you think you'd hit on Tim after a show?
I'm a sweet man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shoot
I've
him a
gotten nicer
DM.
on stage. I mean, certainly 3 or 4 years ago, there was zero chance because I don't think I was that pleasant on stage a lot.
That's crazy. I can't see it.
Tom.
I don't see you get mad on stage very often anymore.
No, I figured it out. I'm a sweet man.
Yeah.
People like a wink and a smile.
Yeah, laughing at your own stuff on stage kind of does a lot. Not like laughing,
Not laughing at your own
but, like,
stuff.
having fun.
It took me 5 years to learn you're allowed to have fun.
You should be having fun up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely allowed. Nobody's upset. They almost enjoy it more.
Right. Turns out when you seem like you might fight one of them afterwards.
Yeah, everybody's like, boy, he has a really menacing face right now.
Yeah, I think he hates us.
After that abortion joke. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this.
Oh, boy.
God damn it. Well, what was her name? What was the little filly that the heart you broke?
Jana, I think.
Sure, of course.
Jana.
Of course, she
Kind
was
of a great
part-time
small
at
town.
Hollister.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how
since
she
high
gets the free
school.
tank tops.
Right. And they have not changed the size.
They also haven't had sex in 10 years.
No. It's an ugly. Yeah.
Because her husband, he put on about he's about a deuce 80.
He's large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool when you were a lineman when you were 17.
Right.
Not such a cute look anymore.
No. And, you walked on at Eastern Michigan or whatever. You were never going to the league.
But he was going D1 at one point.
He might have played some D1 ball. I mean, one of
Truly,
those schools.
everyone in high school, do you know one person in high school that played any sport that at some point in their lives didn't think they were going to go play D1 athletics?
You're looking at him.
Yeah. You're looking at one too, guy.
You never thought you would play?
No. I was like, yeah, I could go play Division I basketball.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think I ever thought I could.
Oh, okay. Well, I like when it got to like
Maybe when I was like 8.
when it got to like time to start looking, and I was like, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, you're like, physically, I don't quite match up
I'm
to
like,
the guys.
so that guy plays my position, and he's 6'7".
Yeah.
Boy, he can jump
I'm
high.
like, but I have a slightly better shooting percentage.
But not even. I was like, But every dude is like, yeah.
No, yes, I
got
agree.
a couple of D1 schools looking at me.
Yeah,
It's like, for what?
yeah. The
It's
best.
certainly not football, my friend.
I loved the kids in high school that would go on like recruiting visits to the D3 schools.
Yeah.
A lot of D3, D2 athletes from my high school. And they'd be like, yeah, it's an official visit this weekend. And I'm like, they're not legally allowed to give athletic scholarships.
Yeah, it's like, they don't even know you're coming.
No, you're going to have to get a math scholarship to play football there. Like,
An official visit.
oh, they would
Boy,
do that all the time.
We had a guy in high school that, I mean, he like swore that he was going to be a kicker for either Florida or Alabama.
Where'd he end up?
Huh? He lives in the woods somewhere. He like,
But boy, is he
like,
kicking
makes-
some field goals.
Yeah,
he made a goalpost.
well, it was just wild. Like, we can verify this lie
yeah,
in about 6 months
yeah,
when you're not on the roster.
right.
And he was like, no, yeah, like they're looking at me pretty hard.
And you're like, well, it's either gonna happen or it's not. Like, we're not gonna argue with you right now. We're
Yeah,
just
like, I'm
gonna
just gonna
keep
wait this
living our
lie out.
lives.
Yeah.
And then when we watch TV on Saturdays, I'll either be like, hey, dude, look who's kicking field goals for Bama,
Holy shit.
or not.
He's like a cobbler in the woods now. He's
Yeah.
just like making shoes and no one ever sees him.
I
ever
like to
again.
imagine that he makes a shoe, he puts it on, he goes out to the woods where he's constructed a field goal out of a tree, and he kicks a couple field goals.
I would like it if he didn't get the scholarship and was out in the woods just kicking 90 yards.
Yeah, he's like incredible. He's the world's best kicker.
Look what you missed out on. He's just absolutely housing these
Uncle
field
Rico
goals.
from
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh my God. No, but Uncle Rico sucked. I want this guy to actually rip.
Yeah, he is incredible. He's world class. I got one more story from pre-COVID. The weekend I got COVID.
Huge.
Is embarrassing as hell. I shouldn't have led with that. I just kind of destroyed the story. But I'm walking around. I was at Notre Dame. I was going to a football game.
Sure.
That's where I contracted COVID-19. It's a novel virus, Delta variant. Get vaccinated and the booster because this shit sucked.
Hey, did you get boosted?
This was my booster. I hadn't gotten boosted.
Oh,
But if
this
you get it, you
access,
have like
though.
90-day immunity.
Okay.
So I'll get boosted in the spring. But
It's like, what is it when like Sonic the Hedgehog gets something, he runs fast for a little bit? It's like that thing?
yeah. It's a mushroom in Mario.
Mario.
I never played Sonic, so I had to switch universes there.
Sure. Sure.
So we're walking to the game, to the Notre Dame game. We're walking to the tailgate area. It's like 11 a.m. People are kind of already tuned up. It's a fun day. We're walking in a big crowd. I'm with a couple of my friends. We're waiting to cross a street, and there's like a crowd of probably 40 people waiting to cross the street. And an old-timey car comes up with a, pimped-out muffler, and it, he revs his engine, and it's too loud.
Like a hot rod scenario?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
a cooler car. It was like an old, cool car.
Okay.
I think it was an old Beamer.
Okay.
But don't ruin a Beamer with a...
I love an old Beamer.
Yeah, I do too, but don't ruin it with that.
Yeah.
Because it was too loud. It was like a shotgun. It was like... And everyone is like, Jesus Christ, dude. And I just go pretty on beat as it dies down. I go, she's not coming back, dude. And it gets a huge pop.
Oh, boy.
They lift me up. They carried me across the street on their shoulders.
You actually started that
I was
game.
kissing babies.
Yeah.
I was the starting quarterback for the University of Notre Dame that day because they were like, you should have heard this riff. And it was hilarious. It was great. It was. I felt amazing. And then you go out, you drink all day. It's a fun time. Cut to walking back after the game. I'm walking back to where I was staying, and I'm by myself, and I walk past a bar, and there's a big group of people outside the bar, and a motorcycle does like the same thing.
You tried to relive the magic?
And I go, she's not coming back, dude.
Oh, no.
And the group of people never even noticed the motorcycle.
No.
So I scurry along, and I'm thinking in my head, they just watched a guy walking by himself, walk past this bar, look at them, and then say, she's never coming back, dude.
They're like, he's had a full day of reliving his glory days. Let him have it.
Well, like they're thinking I'm talking to myself. I'm losing it over this girl. That's definitely what it looked like. I was just talking to myself out loud.
You're just hammered. She's not
coming back, dude. I was tuned up too, and boy, did I think it was gonna hit. I kind of like looked at.
You're like, did you guys not? I'm gonna say it louder.
And like looking back, the motorcycle probably wasn't loud.
It was like a moped.
But I was like looking for
Like a
it.
divvy bike.
Oh,
Hey, friend.
she's not coming back, dude. And
Well,
they're
you
like,
started the day on a hot riff.
Oh,
You wanted to
yeah.
end on a hot riff.
you can't. You
got greedy,
recreate the
Tom.
magic. I got greedy.
You
Should have
got-
stuck to the material.
You
I was
just
trying
come
to riff.
on, Tom.
I mean, they just saw the saddest man in the world walking down the street by himself, saying
He's
she's not coming back. I was mortified for a little bit, and then I was kind of like giggling about it all night.
I mean, the truth is, probably no one heard it or gives a
Yeah,
shit.
they probably didn't. No, they did kind of look at me. I mean, I was very close. I was 3 feet from their group. I was very close.
I do love a riff gone wrong, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
Because kind of right at the end of it, I knew. I was like, no.
Well, it's a very vulnerable feeling because you're like, hey, strangers, you'll all enjoy this little thing. And
Right.
they're like, sir, no, that sucked a lot.
I'm like, you guys didn't know you were getting a little free show.
Hey, guys,
right
you're
here."
welcome. Check this shit out.
Oh,
She's
'cause-
not gonna do that.
God.
Of course, you were probably so hammered, you were probably just like, she's gonna do that.
Yeah. It just did not make sense. God, a bike drove by, and I was like, never coming back.
Hiding, skidding.
I'm never going back. And they were
I
like,
was
what
like,
was that?
Somebody get this guy an ambulance.
Oh, man. So that was how I ended that. And then I got COVID-19 the next day.
You kind of deserved it,
I
honestly.
did it for that. That's
Yeah.
probably where I got it. One of
Yeah.
them spit in my face.
They're like, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
You probably had a 5'2" guy come up and spit in your mouth,
And then punched me.
and then drove back and punched me in the face that night.
Oh, man. That was rough. And a couple weeks of COVID, and we're back.
Then we're back. We're doing it now.
Yep. We
Missed a few.
got roommates-in-law coming out. We didn't miss a roommates-in-law.
It's because we pre-recorded them, Tom.
We got them in the bank. We do need to get one ready for this week. We got a little pregnancy scare this week.
Rut-row.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be good.
That'll be a fun one.
Anywho, what do you think?
What do you mean?
I think we did it.
Where are we at?
I mean, 7 minutes left, but
All right.
they don't have to be at an hour.
Nothing else big happened to you?
Let me see. I wrote some things down.
Yeah. Let's see.
This one said.
Oh, here's a question for you.
Hit me.
You get to a hotel. You get to your room, you got a room by yourself.
Sure.
Are you unpacking? You throwing your shit everywhere? You keeping your shit in your suitcase?
Stays in the suitcase. I take out as needed.
Okay. I realized this weekend. I mean, I've known this in the past, but I'm like truly I open my suitcase, like
You put things in the drawers, Tom?
no, I think I throw them everywhere. Like I had been at the hotel for 3 hours.
Oh, and shit was just everywhere.
And I had changed my shirt,
Yeah.
and shit was everywhere.
Well, here's the thing. It's you open the suitcase, and if it's not right on top, you just dig.
I'm throwing.
Yeah. There's no, because you're in a hotel.
And you're by yourself. It's kind of amazing.
There's nothing more fun than a hotel.
I know.
Truly is not.
They rule.
It doesn't matter how shitty it is.
Yeah.
You're having a fun time. But no, I fully, it's zip open, take out as needed,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Some people do unpack.
Which is psychotic.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't live here.
You're going to be here for 72
Don't
hours max.
Use the drawer.
No, you fucking weirdo.
Keep the drawer closed.
Because then you have to memorize what. No.
My remote control ran out of batteries for my TV in the hotel, and I go down to the front desk. I go, hey, I think the remote's dead. I can't get the TV on. And she goes, are you plugging in like an Apple TV or a Roku into it? I go, no. She goes, are you sure?
You're like, oh, now that you said that, I did plug in
I was like,
Roku
what's
and an
going
Apple
on
TV.
at this hotel? That did a bunch of people like screw you over with Rokus?
Yeah. She's like, don't come down here with that Roku horse shit.
And I was like, no, open the
Trying to steal my
battery
fucking
case
batteries.
on this remote, and it's crusty. These batteries have been in here since the early 2000s.
It's just 2 toothpicks in there. She's like, these aren't even batteries, lady.
And she was like, what did you plug into my TV? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, boy, before we scoot out of here, my
Yeah.
last hotel experience when I really almost fucked over my entire life
oh, yeah.
with Mr. Jim Norton.
Yeah, little fun fact for the folks at home. Tim gets to do some time with Jim Norton on the road once in a while.
Every once in a while, I think I burned that bridge, though, on my last little...
Oh, this was in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Boy.
This is where I
See
was
that?
this weekend.
Everything comes back around.
Wow.
Tom. Everything comes back. Actually, I think that lady came up and changed the fucking lock that was at
Yeah,
your
because
show.
what happened?
Or changed the clock. So... Well, the show's at 7. My phone, driving from Chicago, didn't change times for a reason that no one knows except, I don't – what's the guy's name? Tim Cox?
It can't be because
Fucking who runs Apple?
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. That sack of shit.
Tim Cox is a Chicago comedian.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It can't be because your phone is extremely broken.
That would have nothing to do with the time change.
You're probably right.
So it didn't change going to Michigan. Me and Jim are having lunch. I'm trying to be interesting. It's not working. The only thing I got is like all I can do is not screw up the show. We're at a theater. 1,200 people are going to be there.
God.
He's like, we're leaving at show's at 8. We're leaving at 7:30.
You guys driving together or walking?
Supposed to be driving.
Okay.
Supposed to be driving.
That was a big thing.
Yes.
All right.
It's an 8-minute walk. He wanted to drive. I'm certainly not going to be like, well, Jim, it's an easy walk, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yes, of course. So I'm in the shower going over my set like 300 times because I'm nervous.
Tim showers for 5 hours a day on days that he has shows.
Big shower guy. Anywho.
So he showers 5 hours a day once a month.
So, Tom, we're not doing this on
You're
the
in
cast.
Royal Oak. That was fun.
I'm doing a show bigger than anything you can ever imagine or will ever be a part of. And
I drove past that theater this weekend.
were you like, oh, nice.
I snuck in there, got on stage by myself. I said, Royal Oak, how we doing?
Somebody that worked there was like, actually, Tom, you're at the Chuckle Hut down the street.
I go, it's okay. I know Tim Smith. And they were like, who?
Is that the guy that almost ruined the Jim Norton show? Anywho, so
Sorry.
I'm in the shower going over my set. I go over the set. I get out of the shower. I check the time. I go over my set. I get out of the shower. I check the time. I
Popping
do
back
this,
into the shower.
Popping back in. I do this 11 times.
Yep.
I'm right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out of the shower thinking I have an hour to get ready. I'm good to go. The moment my little wet dick and balls get out of the shower, knock on the door. I think it's housekeeping. So I'm like, no thanks. It's Jim Norton.
It's world-renowned headliner Jim Norton knocking on your Motel 6 door. It's not a Motel 6. But
actually
that'd be
a pretty
more
nice
fun. It's a nice hotel.
So he's knocking on the door. I'm
Jim
like,
Norton.
yeah, I'm all set.
I'm all good, Chip Chipperson.
Yeah, and he starts banging. I'm like, boy, the hotel service around here doesn't fuck around. And I'm like, in the middle of like, no, and he's like, it's Jim. I'm like, oh boy.
You're like, Norton?
Norton? So I open the door and he's like, it's time to go. And my stupid ass, I go, nah, Jim, we got an hour.
Jim, you fucking idiot.
Jim, you fool. We have an hour. Like he hasn't been
my
doing this
God.
around the world for 30 years.
Yeah.
No, Jim, we have an hour. He goes, no, we don't. It's time to leave right now. I'm soaking wet in a towel. And I'm like, he goes, go check the time. So I look at my phone and I'm like, silly Jim.
I mean, this guy.
And I show it to
off
him. I'm
his
like,
rocker.
Jim, we have an hour. He's like, check the clock in the hotel. I go look at that and I'm like, yeah, we're supposed to leave right now. So I just run. He's already walking down the hallway. He's already given up hope that
Yeah.
I have any sort of competency.
Right.
And I'm like, do you want the keys? Because we're supposed to
Oh, you have the
drive.
rental car.
Yeah. And he didn't even look. He's
boy.
like, no. Like, God damn it. So he has to walk to the theater. I'm fully shitting my pants. Get dressed, sprint to the theater, knock on his little green room, like, Jim, I'm here. Blah, blah, blah. And he's
How
like,
did he respond?
he was nice. He was completely, I'm sure he's like, yeah, I remember being a 22-year-old. We've all been there.
He's like, time zones, man. They get us all.
Boy, it gets us all. I mean, like, you're only 34. You shouldn't know
Yeah.
about time
You
zones.
don't need to figure that out till you're 40.
So I'm just like, hey, I'm here, blah, 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 blah. Almost didn't make the show.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Here was a cool feeling. Huge line outside of the theater.
And you had to walk by it.
I walk up, and they're like, whoa, 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 excuse me, sir.
Oh.
I said, I'm opening for Jim.
Hey, why don't you check who's on the bill?
Hey, why don't you look at my fucking face? They're like, yeah, we still don't know who you
And
are.
they're like, yeah, you're also late. Oh, you were the idiot that was supposed to drive Jim?
Oh, you're Tim. Yeah, come on, you fucking idiot.
Great.
So they bring me down to the green room. I tell them, or my little dressing room, knock on his, hello. And I'm going in mine, and I find a guy that comes by. My anxiety is through the roof. I can't even handle what's happening inside of my body. So, like, some guy's walking by, and I'm like, is there any beer in this establishment? And he's like, come on over here, dude. So he, like, brings me to a closet, and he's like, yeah, go ahead and grab one of those. I was like, can I grab 6 of them? He was like, sure, dude. So I was just in my dressing room. I think I absolutely housed 3
before your set.
Before the lady was like, I mean, it was like 5 minutes. She's like, all right, Tim, you're on in like 2 minutes.
And you're like, I'm gonna need 3 more beers.
And I was just like, all right, let's do it. Went out, had an amazing time.
Man, that guy probably tells that story. He's like, I was just walking down the hallway, and this guy, kind of crazy look in his eyes, grabbed my shoulders.
I was like, I need a beer.
And was like, give me a beer right now, or I will kill your family.
So, yeah, almost ruined that whole show. And then after, I'm at the bar, you know, because I'm on cloud 9 now.
Mm-hmm.
Had a fun set. Everything went great. Text Jim, hey, come grab a beer. He's like, I don't drink. I was like, I should have known that.
Yep, that's tough. A lot more people are doing that now.
Tough look for old Tim Smith.
Yep.
So, yeah, he'll never talk to me again, rightfully so.
Jim, when you listen to this episode,
yeah, of course.
Which of course he's a huge roommate.
Yeah.
Oh, roommate. Oh,
Okay,
I hate. Is it
fun.
good?
That's fun.
Are we all? Yeah.
No, let's
No.
tone it down.
I'm
on
not
it.
gonna
But it is a
overdo
fun
it.
idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hit him up. I'm like, hey, look, if you ever need somebody to ruin a theater show for you, I'd love to be there.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm always an hour late. So I'm your guy, Jim.
Oh, God damn it.
Tim Smith. I'm nothing if not an hour late.
Hey, I'm nothing if not unreliable.
It's actually, you were an hour late. You were in the wrong time zone.
I was in the wrong time zone.
Yeah.
I was right on the money.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because you are an on-time person.
And he was like, what were you, sleeping?
And you're like, no, I've been in the shower for 3 hours.
I was like, well, Jim, I was sopping wet when I answered the door, so.
Yeah, I just woke up from a deep slumber.
Yeah, what do you.
Hopped in the shower real quick after you knocked on the door and then answered it.
I was just sleeping in my deprivation tank that I brought to the hotel.
What were you sleeping?
God, such an asshole.
Boy,
Not
that's
him,
funny.
me.
Oh, I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
No, just such a fucking idiot. That hurt so bad.
That would be great.
There goes my
All right.
career, Tom.
Nah, yeah, probably, but yeah, we don't have to address it now.
No, I mean, I was gonna make $9,000 this year.
Yeah, I mean, people were starting to take selfies with you.
Yeah,
They would
and then
delete
deleting them immediately after.
But that's the first step, is to get a temporary Snapchat, and then eventually we'll move on.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
All right,
Well,
let's
I
get
think
out of
we
here.
did it.
Yep.
Thank you for listening, folks. You know, just follow along. We got more episodes coming, and tell your friends.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates.